Hello and good morning and welcome to day 6 of the LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar. It's been a fun ride. Just to recap on the Star Wars one, we have so far had an A-Wing, Poe Dameron, this little Tatooine building, which could be one of 3 buildings, either Ben Kenobi's house, Lars's house, or Mos Eisley. But based on evidence, it's possibly Lars's house, i.e. Luke Skywalker's home. Then we have Luke himself, which would indicate that was probably who that building was. So we've got Luke Skywalker. And then lastly, we've got this thing from The Mandalorian, which yesterday I couldn't remember the name of the ship, but now I know. It's called the Razor Quest. But apparently there is a LEGO build called Razor Quest, but they can't actually call it that due to legal reasons, which I find a bit strange, but there you go, that's what it is. But anyway, we're on day 6 now, so I'm going to find day 6 on my calendar, which I've just spotted, and let's get cracking. Let's pull this out first. This is a nice simple build, and you might recognise it. I believe this was mainly used. This particular ship was used mainly in Rogue One, or introduced in Rogue One. But I believe it was introduced in the game long before. Let's see what we will see. And as you can see, we've got 20 days left on the clock, which means I've got 2 and a bit weeks of work left. Woo! Let's shift that over a bit. Okay, so this is fairly straightforward, this one, but I think I'm gonna have a bit of fun with the speed build on it. Okay, let's put these triangle pieces first. You can probably guess what it is already, especially if you're somebody that's like me who's a bit of a fan of Star Wars. You'll probably guess what this is almost immediately. I mean, if you haven't, even just from that shape alone, you can probably tell what it is. Okay, then we've got this little piece, which we'll put up at the front. We'll shove these things out of the way. Get my little marker so I don't lose the space of where it is. Okay, and want one of these clear ones in the front. Ooh, such an awkward angle. Be glad when I get a proper tripod, because then I'll be able to get in a bit closer. So I had to get off screen to get it in because I couldn't get enough pressure on it to push it in. It's been a bit tricky. Okay, and then one grey one on top. And then we want one grey one on the bottom. Right, okay, I've done it slightly wrong there. I've done it, but I'll sort that out in a minute. Because it will look like on the video that I'm correcting it, which is what I am doing, but I say, because it's not a step-by-step instruction, you don't always see all the bits you need to do. So this one's a bit trickier than usual. Okay, and then we need the red one at the back. So let me put my marker back in there. So this red one goes in the back like so. It's so small and fiddly. So small and fiddly, just not standing up properly. There we go. Boom. Right. Next up is one of these little circle things. So I'm going to get a marker again. And that fits on the inside. Oh, let me try what this. I think that's right. No, I don't think it is right. I think it's meant to be only on one corner. Nope, it is two. It is two. It is two. Oh, get rid of that. Mark it. Seems to be okay. Let's mark the other one. Almost there. And then this, oops, I should have marked it first. And then one wing on that side. I said if you're clever enough, you probably sussed out what this is. But it's not rocket science, this one. It's quite easy to figure out. And then this wing on that side, oops, put it right around, would help. And there you have it. It is a TIE Fighter, but it's an TIE Fighter Interceptor. So it's not your typical TIE Fighter, it's more kind of, these are meant to be really, really super fast. In the series they're faster than the normal TIE Fighters. And as I said, I believe that these were visible in Rogue One. So yeah, so that's the Star Wars one all done and dusted. So we've had day 6 of Star Wars. Let's move these out of the way. These are my spare little pieces. In fact, I just realised, slight error. So let me just correct that quickly. Nothing major, just a slight error, which is there's an additional stud that goes in there. And I can get it on there. And I can fit it on. Oh, come on, clip on. There we are. Right. Do the same here. My other stud. Because I know there's normally always extras, but there's a lot more extras than there should be. And I think it's because I didn't put this stud in. I missed it. Let's get my marker back in again because I haven't been using that, which is not good. Okay, so let's re-put this wing in. Okay, that's those two. And then the last wing. And then that's that one done, and we'll go on to Harry Potter. Okay. Alright. Does look better actually. So there we go. So there is our, oops, I'm trying to show it so it's really clear to see. It's really hard to, because they're so small, it's so hard to hold without my hand being all the way in it. Come on, camera, focus. So yeah, so there's our TIE Fighter. So that's day 6 done.